everyone, and welcome to Chef Sherry's Plant-Based Kitchen. This week, one of our friends brought me over this huge zucchini. And so I started to say, what can I do with it? And then I looked into another package he brought over to our house, and he had made me zucchini fritters. So I said, okay, we're going to give him a go. So this recipe is from the Vegan 8, which I love her recipes because they usually have 8 ingredients or less. This is really easy to make, and I went crazy over these fritters. They are so delicious. Now, we're not going to make the sauce today. It's a lemon sauce that you make with cashews that you can drizzle on top, but you can make that as well. I'll post her recipe in the discussion section on my YouTube channel, or the description section, excuse me, so you can find it all there. But we're going to work on the zucchinis today. So I went ahead and I used this grater, the old-fashioned grater. You want to use the big hole, she said, and I grated up 2½ cups of zucchini. Keep the skin on it, it's just fine. Now, it's very important to get the water out of your zucchini. So what she said to do is to get a strainer, put the zucchini in there, take paper towels and press down on it so the water comes out. A lot did, but then I put them back onto a big paper towel, covered it up, and squeezed more water out, which she also recommends. You want to get them as dry as possible so it's not soggy. So I did that, and I put them in this bowl here. And what I did was I added a couple things. I added some frozen corn that I had defrosted, and some, let's see what else I put in there, and some creamy almond butter. This holds the zucchinis together. It's not a lot, so you're getting a little fat in this recipe, but that's the only fat that you're getting. So when you think about how many you're having, it's very small. And then she said to mix this up, which I did, and then we put in our dry spices, which was paprika, smoked paprika, some gluten-free oat flour. I used regular oats today. I didn't have the gluten-free. I put these in my Vitamix, and I blend them into a fine flour, so I used that flour. And I put garlic powder, onion powder, sea salt, black pepper, and smoked paprika. And we're just going to add this all in. And then she said to really work this in, takes a little muscle to get it all to come together. So we're going to do that now. So see, it's pretty simple to make, really easy. And boy, when I tell you these are good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to preheat my oven. Let's see how much oven do we have to do here. 400 degrees, you preheat your oven. We have to make these little zucchinis and put them in the refrigerator for 30 minutes. So that's what we're going to do now. So you're not going to see my finished product, but believe me, you don't have to, because all you're going to do, once you get this mixed up, and put them on your baking sheet that's lined with a little parchment paper, stick them in the fridge for 30 minutes so they come together, and then you stick them in the oven, and I'll tell you how you bake them. So in a 400 degree oven, you bake them for 25 minutes, and then carefully flip them over with a spatula, because they're going to be tender, she said, and then bake for another 10 to 15 minutes, depending on how crispy you want them. I like them real crispy, so I'm going to go probably for about 25 to 30 minutes. They should be golden brown in color when you're done. And then let them cool for about 10 minutes before serving. And as I said, you can use this wonderful creamy lemon pepper sauce on top of them, and I'll show you the recipe. I'll give that to you. Okay, so we're ready, I think, to make these into patties, because it seems really, really sticky. So what I usually do is I take a little bit of water, and I put my hands in that so it doesn't stick to me. And I'm going to make some patties. Now I'm going to make them rather small. The ones that John made for us were bigger. I'm going to make small ones so I can get a lot more. That's what they look like, and I'm going to put them on my baking sheet. And we'll keep going, see how many we can get from this. Now, I had a little bit more zucchini, so I had to adjust my recipe, but I'm going to give you the original recipe that just calls for 2½ cups. But I would highly recommend you make a double batch of them because they can be frozen and you can take them out whenever you need them. But they're really yummy, yummy, yummy. Hope this baking sheet's going to be big enough, Dale. Let's see what we got here. You don't have to get them close together, but that's fine. We'll get a few more. Probably get 2, 3 or 4 more. Because I could eat these in one sitting. They're so doggone good. Okay, there's another one. Now what I might have to do here is scoot some of these down. Let's scoot them down just a little. So I have more room. I didn't realize I was going to get this many, but that's okay. You can scoot them. Scoot them down here. There you go. Yeah, we've got 2 more in here, definitely. So we're going to get 8 fritters out of this. Okay, so that's that. And one more. So these are delicious just to have by themselves, or you could have them with some baked beans. You can do whatever you want. Let me just wipe my hands real quick. Be right over. Okay, so here they are. Vegan, oil-free corn zucchini fritters. Going into the refrigerator, and I'll bake them and enjoy them when you make them. I know I will when I eat these. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.